Okay, welcome back to the channel. This is day 6 of the grand Unscriptable challenge, the daily challenge check-in where I post a video without any preparation, without any editing, and without any plan whatsoever about this video. So this is a fun little test challenge that I've decided to do for myself to improve a lot of different things. For example, the ability to improvise and to, go off script and do whatever feels natural in the moment, and to express in a more genuine, authentic, and unrehearsed manner. So this is my little humble attempt at doing so. So still finding myself here in the beautiful beaches of Koh Phangan, Thailand. We just checked into our, not the last hotel, but the second last hotel of our trip. So we have 1 week left. And it's been quite a journey. It's been good. It's been bad. There's been the good, the bad, and the ugly, which is perhaps it's typical Thailand. I don't know. Usually when I've been in Thailand, it's been all fun and games, but this time around it's been a bit more challenging. Maybe it's the country that has progressed. Maybe it's because I'm traveling as a family, and it can be a bit problematic when you're moving around all the time and the heat is killing us. It's way too hot in the middle of the day to have a baby out in the sun, so we have to always find shelter, find shade. But we live and we learn, and it's all in all, it's a very learning and a fantastic experience to see another part of the world that is always in progression. But cutting back, so the topic of today would be, what would the topic be? So a fun little thing that I've decided to talk about now is that I'm following along very closely what is happening in the world of Elon Musk and Tesla and SpaceX and XAI and the whole space around him and his companies and his projects. There's really some crazy stuff happening right now. And it's a very contrastful experience to be following along. On one side of one part of my brain, one of my hands is kind of, on X, checking out what's happening with the whole thing about Starship, the merger of SpaceX and Tesla, and Grok AI integration between the products, the greatest IPO of all time that is imminent. All these things that is gonna shape and define the future of civilization, in my opinion. Grand things are happening right now, but at the same time I'm here in Thailand, back to earth, and trying to make things work out on a practical level with my family. And we have our issues, we have our challenges, and at the same time following along with this grand revolution of artificial intelligence that's happening all around the world, that I know only about because I'm on X and I'm on the phone sometimes. But if I didn't know any better and just had turned off my phone for a week or two, I would, as many people here probably do, I wouldn't know anything about what is happening in that space whatsoever. So that's just a kind of a surreal experience to have those two worlds converging, you could say, in my little mind, and trying to juggle it all. Exciting stuff, both big and small, high and low. There's ups and there's downs, there's round and there's rounds. Yeah, so that's just a little rant for today. I'm gonna be posting a little bit more in the future about this subject, which is a big passion of mine, and I'm actually working on doing a bunch of videos related to this topic, which is about Tesla, SpaceX, and XAI, and how they are on the verge of what you would call a convergence. So Elon, he decided to in one shape, way, or form. We don't know exactly by now. But he just announced that he's going to combine, merge, converge these three major companies in some way pretty soon. And this will be as I've been following the space for many years now, and I've been pondering that this would happen at some point eventually. Now it's pretty imminent that it will happen, and it's really mind-blowing because the world has never seen anything like this before, and there's been similar eras of human history where technological advancement has increased rapidly over very few years, or back then it was decades or centuries, where there were 3 or more technologies reaching a certain level of maturity at the same time, thus creating a convergent effect where they end up multiplying and potentiating each other, catalyzing a technological revolution and disruption across major industries and transforming society in the process. This has happened 2 or 3 or 4 times before, with the first, second, and the third industrial revolution. And what we are seeing now is what we would call the fourth industrial revolution. But the thing about this one is that it's going to take place in years, months, or perhaps weeks or days, compared to decades or centuries, because of the data flywheel of artificial intelligence that's rapidly advancing the acceleration of all of these technologies. And when you combine those in the right way, you have a tectonic disruption of technology or of society, and it's going to change a lot of things. This is what we're going to dive deeper into. I'm going to post links to my videos on this subject on my other channel, actually called The Convergence, where I dive deep into this very topic. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting to follow whatever is going to happen. Meanwhile, I'm continuing my travels here in Thailand with a little family, and in 10 days, 12 days, we'll be back in Copenhagen. I'll continue posting content even then. And stay tuned for more related to these subjects. This is all for today. If you enjoyed the journey so far, let me know in the comments below how I can improve, or subscribe even better to stay in the loop, some would say. Okay, that's all for now. See you in the next one. Thanks.